students. 9th class first chapter name real number. In that subtopic, that is 1.5 operations on real numbers. In that fifth topic is rationalizing factors and rationalizing the denominators. So based on the title, we divided two parts. One side is a rationalizing factor, another side is a rationalizing the denominators. Okay. So it is A, this is B. Let us go with the first one. Rationalizing factor. In this R, in this F. Shortcut we can call as RF. RF indicate that rationalizing factor. Carefully. Actually, what is a rationalizing factor? First, we have to focus on the meaning of rationalizing factors. Let A comma B belongs to irrationals. If A into B, that means AB belongs to rational, then A comma B are called rationalizing factors to each other. Students, carefully. Example C. Square root of 2, square root of 2 power 1. These two are rationalizing factors to each other because of their product, their multiplication is rational. If I have doubts, you answer. Square root of 2 into square root of 2. What is answer? Square root of 2 whole square. So square root cancel 2 which is belongs to rational. Yes, no? So that reason 2 and square root 2 are rationalizing factors to each other. Let us go into another example. Square root of 2 comma square root of 2 power 3. This is also one of the examples of rationalizing factors. Reason simple. Their product is rational. That's it. Let us see. Square root of 2 into square root of 2 power 3. This can be written as square root of 2 into 2 power 3. I think what it is. This answer is square root of 2 power 4. This answer is 2 power 4 to the power of 1 by 2. 2 to cancel. Now answer is 2 square. That is equal to 4, which is called ratio. Once again, see the meaning of this one. A comma B are two irrationals. If their product is rational, then A and B are called rationalizing factors to each other. Here, A is a rationalizing factor to B. B is also a rationalizing factor to A. That's why both are rationalizing factor to each other. Observe carefully. Examples. I think got it. I want to give one more example that. See carefully. Square root of 2. Square root of 2 to the power of 5. This is one example. This is another example of rationalizing factors. Now, once you go through their multiplication, square root of 2 into square root of 2 power 5. What about answer? Square root of 2 into 2 power 5. Right now. Next position, square root of 2 power 6. Next situation, square root of 2 power 3 whole square. Square root cancel. 2 power 3. Answer is 8, which is called a rational. Students, okay? Here. Okay. See few more examples. Square root of 3 comma square root of 3 power 1. This is also one of the best example of RF. What is the reason? See, reason see. are irrational numbers. Irrational numbers only. Their product should be rational. See, then only we can call A and B are rational factor to each other. No? So let us see. Root 3 into root 3. Square root 3 whole square. Square root cancel. 3 is answer, which is called a rational. I think understand. So their product is rational. So that reason these two are called rationalizing factors to each other. That is the main reason. One more example. Square root of 3. Square root of 3 to the power of 3. Square root of 3 power 3. And this is also one of the best example for REF. See reason. Let us go with multiplication of both. Square root of 3 power 3. What is the answer? Square root of 3 into 3 power 3. Square root of 3 to the power of 4. Next step, square root of 3 square whole square. Square root cancel. 3 square, that is 9, which is called a rational. Okay, now students, right? No doubt, no. One more example. Square root of 3. Square root of 3 to the power of 5. It is also one of the best example of rationalizing factors. Let us see their product. Square root of 3 into square root of 3 to the power of 5. Square root of 3 into 3 to the power of 5. Square root of 3 to the power of 6. Square root of 3 to the power of 3 whole square. 3 to the 6 only, no? Now square root cancel. 2 power 3. Answer is 8, which is what of this ratio. I think we are not doing any mistakes. Everything under your concern, your control. No doubt, I think so. Right? Very nicely. See beta. See carefully. Let A comma B belongs to irrationals. If AB is AB, if AB is belongs to rational, if see A comma B are two irrational numbers, if their product is rational, then A comma B are called rationalizing factors to each other. Let us see. A is equal to root A plus square root A plus square root B. A position I took square root of A plus square root of B. Let us go with B position, square root of A minus square root of B. According to my concern, A value I consider this one, B value I consider this one, even though these two are irrationals only. We already discussed now. A and B must be irrationals. A position this, B position this one. Let us see. Let us find the A. So square root of A plus square root of B into square root of A minus square root of B. What is the answer? It is in the form of A plus B into A minus B. Yes or no? So I am writing direct answer. Square root of A whole square minus square root of B whole square. So square root cancel, square root cancel. What is the answer? A minus B. A minus B definitely belongs to the rational. So that reason, A square root of A plus square root of B and comma square root of A minus square root of B are called rationalizing factors to each other. I think understood. square root of a plus square root of b, comma, square root of a minus square root of b. These two are called rationalizing factors to each other. Why? Because their product, that is AB, their product we got rational. Understood? Let us see one more. See one more small example. Let a is equal to a into square root of b plus c into square root of b. It is what? One of the irrational number which is treated as a. Let us take b. B is equal to e square root of f minus, a square root of b minus c square root of b. This is also one of the irrational number only, which is considered as a b. Carefully observe. This is irrational, this is irrational, this is a, this is b. Let us go with their products. That means ab. A into square root of b plus c into square root of b into a into square root of b minus c into square root of b. Let us see their products. However, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What is this answer? A square minus b square, no? That is one of the identity. With the help of that identity, we can overcome this answer. A square, who is a position? A into root b whole square minus, because we are minus. B square, b position, c into root d, square root d whole square. Further, a square into root b whole square minus c square into square root d whole square. Further, square root cancel, a square b minus c square d, which is called as rational. So that reason, these two there no. Now I am writing a into root b plus c into root d, and one more a into root b square root b minus c into square root d there no. These both are rationalizing factors to each other. Simple reason. We took two irrationals. Their product should be rational. Then the two irrationals are called as rationalizing factors to each other. Okay, students. Few more details about this topic, which is A. That is, suppose the rationalizing factors of square root of 2. Now try to write answer. Square root of 2 power 1. Now I am writing it's the rationalizing factors. Why? Because their product however 0. One more I am writing. Square root of 2 power 3. Square root of 2 power 5. Square root of 2 power 7. Square root of 2 power 9. Like that we can extend. These all are rationalizing factors of root 2. And one more logic observe in this. Your exponents observe. Odd numbers only. Don't forget this. Why? Because if you multiply both, you will get rational. If you multiply both, you will get rational. Their product rational. Their product must be rational. Their product is rational. So that reason, if you are taking a even number anywhere, you never get their product should be rational. You will face the problems. Right. This is about first point. Now I am writing one more. The smallest rationalizing factors of root 2 tell me. I wrote the rationalizing factor of root 2. This may infinity there. Among that infinity, what is the least? Beginning is only. First one is the least, no? See question. The smallest, yes, indicate that smallest rationalizing factor of root 2. First one, this is on the answer. Okay, next one. Next, the rationalizing factors of root 3. Carefully listen. Same manner, square root of 3 power 1 is rational factor of root 3. Square root of 3 power 3 is also rationalizing factor of root 3. Next one, square root of 3 power 5 is also rationalizing factor of root 3. Square root of 3 power 7 is also rationalizing factor of root 3. In such a way we can write many. One more. The smallest rationalizing factor of root 3 tell me. First one. First one only, no? Last one. The rationalizing factors of root 5. Please give speed response. Square root of 5 over 1. Next, square root of 5 over 3. Next, square root of 5 over 5. Next, square root of 5 over 7. The power should be odd numbers. In this one, last question. The smallest rationalizing factor of root 5 is square root of 5. I think understood. Okay now. Right? Okay, right? In that rationalizing factors, we have to discuss mainly 2 points, 2 different ways. One is, that is A room number 1, A room number 2. Let us see this one. What is actually? Let A is belongs to irrational. If A is belongs to irrationals, right? The rationalizing factors of square root of A is belongs to irrational. Now next star symbol is the rationalizing factor of root A, square root A. Please respond. Square root of A power 1. Next, square root of A power 3. Next, square root of A to the power of 5. Next, square root of A to the power of 7. Next, square root of A to the power of 9. Square root of A to the power of 11. In such a way we can write many. This I want to say about A Roman number 1. Few questions. The smallest, correct. The smallest rationalizing factor of root A, tell me. Square root A. First one only, no? Same only, no? Now I am passing few questions. You give answer in our comment box. Listen carefully questions. Question number 1. The smallest rationalizing factor of root 10. first question. Second question. The smallest rationalizing factor of root 7. Very easy. There is nothing there to discuss. These two questions I provided to you. You answer their answers in comment box. Okay, na? Okay, yeah. Right. Okay, few more details about A, Roman number 1. That is, let A belongs to irrational number. Okay, na? Alright. See, first start, the rationalizing factors of square root of A. The answers are square root of A, square root of A power 3, square root of A power 5, dot dot dot. Through this, I want to raise some statements that the rationalizing factors of square root of A. 1 minute. Number of rationalizing factors of square root of A. Square root A is a irrational number. Its rationalizing factors, how many are there? The answer is, these are rationalizing factors of square root of A. Those are infinity there. See, dot dot dot. Indicate that there are many. So what is the answer? Number of rationalizing factor of square root of A is, to fill this, there are infinity answers there. Infinity answers there. One more. The rationalizing factors of n irrational number. The rationalizing factor of an irrational number is not unique. Not unique. I think understood. Huh? The rationalizing factor of an irrational number is not unique. In a sense, it has many answers. It has many rationalizing factors. That's why I mentioned not unique. Nothing but it don't have a single answer. The rationalizing factor of an irrational number is having many rationalizing factors of the particular irrational number. Many are there. That's why I mentioned they're not unique. This is the last point. The rationalizing factors of n, better to write here, the smallest rationalizing factor of n irrational number is always unique. I think understood these two things. The rationalizing factor of an irrational number is not unique. The rational factor of the smallest rationalizing factor of an irrational number is always unique. Okay, na? Correct. Okay, students. A, Roman number second. Once few things are there. Let us see. Let square root of A comma square root of B both are belongs to irrational. I think understood. Where A and B are belongs to non-negative real numbers. Okay, na? Let us see. At a time I want to discuss two things carefully. One is rationalizing factor of square root a plus square root b. The rationalizing factor of square root of a plus square root of b. One more side. The rationalizing factor of a into square root of b plus c into square root of d. What is this answer? You see carefully. Now its answer C. Square root of a plus square root of b. Now square root of a minus square root of b. Now I am doing. Its answer is, okay, let us see first. Now it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Through that, square root of a whole square minus square root of b whole square. Okay. Now square root cancel, square root cancel. What is the answer? A minus b, which is called rational number. So that reason, the rationalizing factor of square root of a plus square root of b is equal to square root of a minus square root of b. One more important thing, the rationalizing factor of square root of a minus square root of b is equal to square root of a plus square root of b. I think understood now? So that reason, its answer is square root of a plus, minus square root of b. Okay, got it. Now, few questions based on this. Please respond. The rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 2. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is square root of 5 minus square root of 2. One more question. The rationalizing factor of square root of 10 minus square root of 3. What is the answer? Oh, correct. Answer is square root of 10 plus square root of 3. The only reason their product is rational. See, once I want to show. Square root of 10 minus square root of 3 into square root of 10 plus square root of 3. Now answer is square root of 10 whole square minus square root of 3 whole square. So answer is square root cancel, 10 minus 3. Now answer is 7, which is called rational. See, their product is a rational number, so that reason these two are called rationalizing factors to each other. Okay, na? Right? Let us see this one. What is this concept? See, this one sounds right. See, a square root of b plus c square root of d. Now this you multiply with a square root of b minus c square root of d. Through that you will get result C. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Based on that, a into square root b whole square minus c into square root of d whole square. Now a square into square root of b whole square minus c square into square root of d whole square. Reason, ab whole square can be written as a square b square. You know that. Now answer is a square into square root cancel b, c square into square root cancel d. Now answer is a square b minus c square d, which is called rational number. See, the rationalizing factor of this is this one. The rationalizing factor of this is this one. In a sense, their product is a rational number, so that reason these two are rationalizing factors to each other. Now tell me, what is this answer? A square root of b minus c square root of d. It is the answer for this. I think understood. Few more examples based on that. Please respond. Only few questions. Question number 1. That is the rationalizing factor of 5 root 2 minus 3 root 3 there. What is the answer? Tell me. The answer is 5 into square root of 2 plus 3 into square root of 3 is the rationalizing factor of this one. One more question. The rationalizing factor of 10 into root 3 minus or plus 10 into root 3 plus 5 into root 2 there. What is this answer? Okay. The answer is 10 into root 3 minus 5 into root 2. Okay, now students, I think there is no doubts about this one. What is that? Rationalizing factors, RF short form. We discussed it a lot. If I have any doubt, you post your doubts in my comment box. Right. Okay, students, so let us think about rationalizing the denominators. Now, next topic is about B. Its name is rationalizing the denominator. So, what is topic name? That is B. Rationalizing the denominator. This topic, observe carefully, very, very important. So, actually, we have to discuss two moments. Number 1. Here one more problem. Problem is, so before going to the problem, we want to discuss one important things. Those are 1 by, suppose, square root of 2 there. Star 1, star is 1 by square root 2 there. My question is, are you able to represent 1 by square root 2 on the number line? It is very difficult task to represent on the number line because your denominator is irrational number there. That's why we are unable to represent on the number line of this particular number. One more question. Are you able to represent square root of a 1 by square root of a on the number line? Similar question. So that we are unable to represent 1 by square root of a on the number line. Main reason is denominator is irrational there. That's why we are unable to represent. One more doubt. Are you able to find the value of 1 by root 2? Value. Its value. Not possible. Because of denominator square root there. Its value is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. First we are unable to complete the denominator value. So how can we divide 1 with the particular unknown, particular number? First see, suppose 1 by square root value 1.4142 dot 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 dot. We are unable to complete this number to write in denominator. We are unable to complete this to write. How can we divide 1 with this? Is it possible? Not possible, beta. Here we are raising two things. 1 by square root 2 we are unable to represent on the number line because of denominator irrational there. One more problem. 1 by the value of 1 by square root 2. Value. We are unable to find because of denominator irrational there. So how to overcome these problems? I think understood. What is problem? 1 by square root of a. We are unable to represent 1 by square root of a on the number line. At the same time, we are unable to find its value also. Simple reason is denominator is irrational there. That is the main reason. But how to overcome that? How to find this answer, its value, as well as how to represent this on the number line. I think understood. To overcome those problems, the problems are we are unable to represent on the number line, we are unable to find its value. To overcome those values, we have to depend on RF, that means rationalizing factor concept. Mainly, we have to rationalize the denominator. Who is the denominator? Square root of a. We have to rationalize the denominator. How? See, the rationalizing factor of root a, square root a, is square root a. Mainly, this is the smallest rationalizing factor of square root of a. Yes, now what to do? 1 by square root of a, you multiply with its rationalizing factor in numerator as well as the denominator. Why this process is going on? I will tell you. Wait. Now, 1 into square root of a by square root a into square root a whole square root cancel. The answer is square root of a by a. Oh. Now what happened there? Here denominator irrational number there. With the help of RF, mainly in the denominator, rationalizing factor of denominator is square root of a. With the square root of a, you multiply numerator as well as the denominator to this one. Multiply square root of a by square root of a. Through that, what happened? The irrational number which is in denominator is converted to rational. This is the good achievement. What happened? Irrational number which is in the denominator is converted to rational. Now there is a chance to find its answer, its value. At the same time, we can represent this on the number line. Good. Excellent. Okay, na? Right? So, that's why we have to depend on rationalizing the denominator. The denominator should be rationalized. I think understood. One problem. For example, 1 by root 5 there. Find its value or else represent this on the number line. These two answers we are unable to complete. To overcome those answers to rationalizing, to represent on the number line as well as to find its value, we have to rationalize the denominator. So that reasons, Now, the rationalizing factor of square root of 5 is square root of 5. Through that you multiply numerator denominator. Then what happens? Here important thing is the rationalizing factor of square root of 5. This one is square root of 5. I am taking least rationalizing factor of square root of 5. Okay. Further movement, 1 into root 5 by square root of 5 is square root of 5, square root of 5 whole square. Further step, square root of 5 by square root cancel 5. Then what happened? Square root of 5 by 5. Now we can represent on the number line this particular figure as well as we can find its value also. I think got it. This is about this side movement. Let us think about this one. One question 6. 1 by square root of a plus square root of b. Same problem. this you are unable to represent on the number line, as well as you are unable to find its value also, because of denominator is irrational. So what to do? Say you should depend on this title to overcome those problems. What is title? Rationalize the denominator. Okay, why not? What is the rationalizing factor of this one? Square root of a minus square root of b, which we discussed in the previous. So that with the help of that we can overcome the problems. See, its meaning is the rationalizing factor of square root of a plus square root of b is square root of a minus square root of b. Now let us see. Now 1 into this whole square root of a minus square root of b by this one square root of a whole square root of b whole square. Further step, square root of a minus square root of b by square root cancel a minus b. Then what happened? Irrational number which is in denominator is converted to rational. Now there is a chance to represent this particular figure on the number line, as well as we are able to find its value also. Let us see one more example based on this. One example, observe carefully. Suppose the root 5 plus root 3 there. See how to do this problem. Denominator irrational there. We have to convert to rational. Purpose of that, we have to factorize the denominator. It's a fact. Rationalizing factor is this one. So with the help of that, you multiply numerator and denominator. Now the work is going on. 1 into this whole square root of 5 minus square root of 3 by here a plus b, a minus b. Now square root of 5 whole square minus square root of 3 whole square. Then square root of 5 minus square root of 3 by square root cancel 5 minus 3. Then square root of 5 minus square root of 3 by 2. What happened? Irrational number which is in denominator is converted to rational, that is 2. So this is the process when the denominator is given irrational number to convert to rational. So that reason this title is very important. In this one more model there, one more model I want to discuss that. What is that? That is 1 by a into root b square root b plus c into square root of d. Some problems are there in our textbooks. When question comes like this, how to overcome the solution? Simple. What is the rationalizing factor of this denominator? That is a into square root of b minus c into square root of d. This is a rationalizing factor of this one. That's why through this you multiply this in numerator and denominator. Observe carefully. I think understood. Now 1 into this whole, same only, by here what happened? It is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So that reason a into square root of b whole square minus c into square root of d whole square. Further answer, a into square root of b minus c into square root of d by this is a square into b, this is c square into d. Arrow direct, try to understand. Further step, a into root square root of b plus minus c into square root of d by a square b minus c square d. Here what happened? Here denominator is rational. Through this calculation, denominator is considered rational. This is the good achievement to overcome such a problems. So we have to depend on this title. We must and should rationalize the denominator when the problems are comes like this. One small example, careful observe. I think okay now. One problem. What is question? Suppose 1 by 2 into square root of 5 minus 3 into square root of 2 there. How to do this problem? Same again, denominator is rational there. Only thing is we have to depend on this title, that's it. Otherwise there is no scope, there is no chance to represent to find its value. Represent on the number line and finding its value. So what to do? Its rationalizing factor, tell me. The rationalizing factor of 2 into root 5 minus 3 into root 2 is 2 into root 5 plus 3 into root 2. With the help of that, you have to multiply it. 1 by 2 into root 5 minus 3 into root 2 into 2 into square root 5 plus 3 into square root of 2 by 2 into square root of 5 minus plus 3 into square root of 2. Now what is answer? 1 into something, same only. 2 into square root of 5 plus 3 into square root of 2 by, it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So 2 into root 5 whole square minus 3 into root 2 whole square. Next step. 2 into square root of 5 plus 3 into square root of 2 by, see, 2 square, that means 4, root 5 whole square, that is just 5, square root cancel, minus 3 square 9 into root 2 whole square, square root cancel 2. Further step, 2 into square root of 5 plus 3 into square root of 2 by, it is 24, 5 is 20 minus 9 to the 80. Last step, 2 into square root of 5 plus 3 into square root of 2 by 2. Once observe carefully. I think there is no doubts. Maximum we covered about 5th point. That is a rationalizing factor as well as rationalize the denominator. If you have any doubt, you post your doubts in my comment box. If you interest, share my video and like my videos. One more small request, you subscribe my videos. Please share my videos to your relatives, to your friends, to your neighbors, your students, whoever. If you support to me, I can make many videos such videos.